Kit Kat, the crispy snack bar coated in smooth chocolate with that familiar, irresistible flavor, loved by millions around the world. Beneath that iconic red wrapper lies a fascinating and meticulous production process. Have you ever wondered what makes Kit Kat so addictively appealing? Today, join us on an unexpected journey into how Kit Kat is made at one of the world's largest chocolate factories, where over 8 million bars are crafted every single day. This sweet adventure is sure to blow your mind with its incredible details. And here's a mind-blowing secret that most Americans have no idea about. While Kit Kat bars around the globe are crafted by Nestle, right here in the United States, they're exclusively made by Hershey's. It all kicked off back in 1970 when Hershey's struck a licensing deal with Rowntree, the innovative British company that first dreamed up Kit Kat. Fast forward to 1988, when Nestle scooped up Rowntree, that original agreement stayed rock solid. That's exactly why the Kit Kat you crunch into in New York has a subtly different recipe from the ones in London or Tokyo. Today, we're diving deep into the mesmerizing process at the US factory, where raw ingredients from nature's bounty transform into those irresistible, crispy treats we can't get enough of. The journey to create Kit Kat's exquisite chocolate flavor starts in the distant lands of West Africa, where vast cocoa fields stretch out under the tropical sun. In July, when the cocoa pods ripen and gleam under the intense heat, farmers begin their laborious harvest. They carefully hand-pick each ripe pod, ensuring the precious cocoa beans inside remain unharmed. Every movement reflects their respect and pride in their hard-earned produce.
After harvesting, skilled workers swiftly crack open the pods to reveal the valuable beans inside, each juicy cocoa bean carrying nature's essence, handled gently and arranged neatly on large drying mats under the glazing tropical sun.
The raw cocoa beans then face rigorous quality checks before officially entering the factory. Here, they undergo a series of strict inspections to meet precise standards. The first step is checking moisture levels to ensure each bean is optimally dry, preventing mold growth. Next, the size and texture of the beans are carefully evaluated, removing any underdeveloped or undersized ones. Finally, an experienced team performs aroma checks, making sure each cocoa bean emits that distinctive subtle fragrance. Upon arriving at the state-of-the-art factory, the cocoa beans go through a special transformation process lasting 3 hours to prepare for their impressive metamorphosis. The journey begins with cleaning, removing any dirt and remaining pod husks. Workers pour sacks of raw cocoa beans into a massive conveyor system, transporting them to the cleaning station. Inside a specially designed sealed rotating drum, the beans gently tumble and rub against each other as the drum spins, loosening the stubborn outer shells. At the same time, powerful air blasts blow away any remaining dust and debris, leaving the beans clean and ready for the next day. These pristine cocoa beans then face the fiery challenge, where their hidden flavors are awakened. Each batch is placed into large roasting machines. Much like coffee beans, cocoa requires exact temperatures and timings to achieve perfection. This is a closely guarded secret recipe of chocolate makers, because even a slight deviation in heat control can completely alter the chocolate's taste. After enduring the intense roasting heat, the now fragrant roasted cocoa beans move into the transformation phase. They're fed into gigantic grinding machines, crushing the beans and unlocking their rich, deep flavors. As the beans break apart, they blend together, gradually turning into a thick, smooth cocoa paste. This mixture then heads to hydraulic presses, where every last drop of cocoa butter is extracted, forming perfect round cocoa cakes, weighing about 7 kg each. These cakes represent the essence of cocoa, bursting with intense, captivating aromas. The cocoa cakes are ground again into fine powder, becoming the ideal ingredient ready to contribute to Kit Kat's signature chocolate flavor. The fine cocoa powder is then mixed with sugar, milk powder, pure cocoa butter, emulsifiers, and other secret ingredients. The precise ratios are Nestle's tightly guarded formula, the key to Kit Kat's unique chocolate taste. The mixture dances rhythmically inside massive multi-tone mixers, stirred continuously until it becomes a dense, velvety chocolate mass. Next comes the art of conching, a refining process that grinds the chocolate particles to microscopic sizes, ensuring they melt instantly on your tongue. The longer the conching time, the creamier and silkier the chocolate texture becomes, with flavors growing more refined. Finally, the liquid chocolate undergoes tempering, where temperatures are carefully raised and lowered, ensuring it melts completely before cooling to 81 dff, preventing unsightly crystal formations. This keeps the chocolate smooth, glossy, and irresistibly appealing. And now, the soul of Kit Kat. The delicious chocolate coating is ready to conquer chocolate lovers everywhere. If chocolate is the soul of Kit Kat, then the crispy wafer layers are its heart, delivering that satisfying crunch with every bite. But what on earth is tempering, you ask? Picture it as an elite boot camp for chocolate, a precise ritual that turns ordinary melted cocoa into something extraordinary. The chocolate gets gently heated and cooled following a super exact temperature curve, all to perfectly align those tiny cocoa butter crystals inside. Skip this step and your chocolate ends up dull, squishy, and prone to melting in your hand. Tempering is the magic that delivers Kit Kat's signature glossy shine, that satisfying firmness under your fingers, and, best of all, the iconic crisp snap that echoes when you break off a piece. It's this incredible science that elevates simple plant-derived cocoa and sugar into the ultimate sweet indulgence. The journey to create this heart is just as intricate. It all starts with familiar ingredients: refined flour, pure water, sweet sugar, vegetable fats, and a touch of salt to enhance the flavor. But the magic lies in the leavening agent that brings the wafers to life, giving them that light, crispy texture. Everything is blended in enormous mixers, spinning with vibrant energy. The flour merges with the other ingredients, gradually turning into a smooth, thick batter. Once the batter is ready, streams of creamy smooth batter are pumped into rectangular baking molds through ultra-precise nozzles. These nozzles ensure each mold gets an equal amount, creating wafers with perfect thickness. The molds are then baked at high temperatures from 350 to 400 dF for just 30 seconds. The intense heat quickly bakes the wafers, achieving that signature crispness while sealing in the delicious flavors within each delicate layer. Next, the wafers move to the cooling area, where gentle, cool air streams gradually lower their temperature. This step is crucial, helping the wafers maintain their crispness while ensuring the chocolate coating doesn't melt upon application. While the wafers cool, the chocolate filling between the wafer layers of Kit Kat is prepared. At first glance, it seems similar, but the inner chocolate is actually different from the outer coating. The secret is a small amount of crushed Kit Kat scraps, imperfect bars, ground into fine powder and reused as filling for others. This inner chocolate filling is slightly thinner, almost like a chocolate cream, allowing it to bond the wafer layers without crumbling them. Meanwhile, the outer chocolate is thicker and firmer, providing structure and protecting the bar. Now comes the most enchanting transformation. The moment the crispy wafers are draped in a glossy, seductive chocolate coat, each wafer is neatly arranged on the conveyor, ready for its special chocolate bath. The liquid chocolate, with its rich brown hue and irresistible aroma, is gently poured over the wafers. Thin, even layers of chocolate are applied, covering every inch with precision. 3 layers of chocolate are carefully added, creating the perfect coating for the wafers. The final layer, another wafer, is placed on top, like the closing note completing the Kit Kat masterpiece. The journey continues to the modern conveyor, where sharp blades awake. Each candy bar glides smoothly along the line, heading straight to the cutting area. Here, precise blades swiftly divide the bars into equal portions, creating the perfect Kit Kat sizes we all know and love. This magical change happens in a flash. In the blink of an eye, fully formed Kit Kat bars appear neatly on the conveyor, ready for the next stage of their journey. After 15 hours of mixing and fiery trials, the smooth, fragrant liquid chocolate is finally ready to take on the familiar Kit Kat shape. Behold. The spectacular performance of high-speed machinery, where hundreds of molds are filled every minute, producing over 200,000 chocolate bars daily. Streams of molten chocolate are precisely poured into molds, forming the glossy, irresistible outer shell. Next, the crispy wafers parade through a chocolate waterfall, ensuring every inch is perfectly coated. It's hard to resist the temptation watching this process. The seductive aroma of melting chocolate combined with the wafer's crunch feels like a dance on your taste buds, making you want to grab a fresh Kit Kat right off the line. Are you familiar with the slogan, "Have a break, have a Kit Kat"? A simple, memorable phrase with extraordinary marketing power. Since its launch in 1958, this slogan has become inseparable from the image of the crispy chocolate-covered wafer bar, serving as an irresistible invitation to consumers. Have a break encourages pausing, relaxing, and setting aside life's worries for a moment. Have a Kit Kat invites you to enjoy the sweet treat. That refreshes your palate and lifts your spirits. The clever play on break ties into snapping the bar, while tapping into the universal desire to escape stress and fatigue. This slogan's phenomenal success has played a key role in establishing Kit Kat as one of the world's most beloved candy brands. Simple, catchy, and deeply resonant with consumer psychology, "Have a break, have a Kit Kat" truly earns its place among the greatest slogans of all time. Before reaching consumers and store shelves, any bar with even the tiniest flaw, like air bubbles or cracks, is removed without hesitation. However, these aren't wasted. They're crushed and reused as the delicious chocolate filling. The perfect bars continue their journey to the advanced packaging line. Here, high-speed robotic arms quickly wrap each bar in shiny foil, followed by an eye-catching outer wrapper. And just like that, the Kit Kat is ready to ship out to consumer. But hold on, the adventure doesn't end with classic milk chocolate. Here in the United States, Kit Kat has erupted into an entire galaxy of wildly inventive flavors that keep things fresh and exciting. Season after season, devoted fans buzz with anticipation for those limited edition drops. Think creamy pumpkin pie, just in time for Thanksgiving, festive birthday cake bursting with sprinkles, home-style apple pie evoking Grandma's kitchen, or even the spooky green witch's brew for a Halloween thrill. And that's only scratching the surface of what's happening stateside. If you jet over to Japan, prepare to be amazed by over 400 mind-bending flavors, from fiery wasabi to smooth sake-infused delights. What's fueling this flavor explosion there? Well, in Japanese, Kit Kat sounds eerily similar to kitokatsu, a phrase that translates to "you will surely win." It's turned Kit Kat into an accidental good luck charm, especially for students cramming before big exams, gifting them as a sweet token of success. Imagine how these global twists start from the same humble roots: cocoa pods and sugarcane, harvested from the earth, refined through ingenious processes, and reborn as these culturally inspired confections that bring joy worldwide. Every day, up to 8 million Kit Kat bars roll out of the factory. That staggering 8 million bars churned out daily at this single factory is truly jaw-dropping. But zoom out to the global picture for even more awe. On average, an estimated 564 individual Kit Kat fingers get devoured every single second across the planet. Think about that raw power of transformation, from tropical cocoa plants and sugarcane fields to billions of these sweet, satisfying breaks. In just the few minutes you're soaking up this video, tens of thousands of people everywhere are pausing life to have a break with Kit Kat. connecting us all through the simple magic of confectionery craftsmanship, transported to massive warehouses awaiting orders from around the globe. Once orders arrived, trucks loaded with Kit Kats hit the road, delivering sweet chocolate joy to people everywhere. If you found this journey fascinating and want to discover more captive niches about food processes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notification so you won't miss any videos.